Okay, seriously guys, if you haven't tried Comment yet, I definitely hyper suggest it. As you can see, like, I'm not touching my laptop and it's literally doing all of the work for me. And so this is experimental, so this is my first step into doing LinkedIn outreach, which was really cool because I've never done it before. So that's also why I want to create this video, is because I want you to know that like there are so many things that I'm trying and doing for the first time that it is actually scary. Like, I actually created, so another thing that I want to show you is I created this gem. So it's like a ChatGPT like version, but it's like gems for Gemini. And essentially I built like a mentor that would call me out, and it actually has, it's like, why aren't you doing the things that will move the needle for your business, such as like LinkedIn outreach? And so I kind of just have it like outlined like step by steps for me. Definitely learn AI because it is the next place. But I actually said, like, I want to test an AI agent to do the scraping of the leads. Can you write out a very specific prompt that will get it to do exactly what you're telling me to do? So I actually asked it to create a plan for me, and I asked it to then create a prompt for me that I can put into Comment. So the two AIs that I'm using is Gemini, so Gemini Gems, and I'm also using Comment. Now, obviously, Comment might not work, so as you can see, like, it's still kind of figuring things out, but I really want to create this video for you because I want you to really see what it's like behind the scenes. I want you to see and know what it's like to be a business owner trying to figure things out. And honestly, with AI right now, you can really do pretty much anything that you want. There's just so many things out there that just allows you to create things that you've never been able to create before. So I'm probably gonna end this video right here, but I'm probably gonna stitch it later because I do want to go over like what it is that I kind of did, what the results are, and you'll see that there's a lot of trial and errors in this area, to where it's like, okay, like, this didn't work, so I'm gonna try doing this. But honestly, this AI agent is literally just like going and going and going, which is really amazing and fantastic. So two AI agents, two AIs, Comment and Gemini. If you haven't checked those out yet, definitely do that. Okay, so I'm fully home now, but I wanted to show you the results of what the LinkedIn scraping data did for me using Comment. So I was able to pull around 20 names. I do think that it does still require some tweaking and some work, because it does have like their names and everything. Let me see if I can show something that was okay. So maybe like this. So it like gives you like just a little bit of data about who they are. I think that the hardest part about doing something new is that you don't always know what it is that you're doing, and so you're really doing a lot of trial and errors. And honestly, like, this is a whole new territory for me. Sales and marketing has not always been my strongest suit, nor has it really been kind of like what we've done. We've always just really referred on referrals and my freelancing profile, which is on Upwork, which we do get a lot of leads from. But this is the first time where we're doing like a cold outreach and we're doing things like this. And so yeah, I will say I also did put this off, and I knew that I would. I mean, even my Gemini has asked me, like, what is it that I am putting off? Let me see if I can just find the Gemini gem really quickly. I think it's this one. Yeah, so it's like your non-negotiable homework, run this prompt, select the top 10 leads, the high pain gap. And, it's basically giving me homework by like tomorrow, 9 a.m. Those 10 leads must have like either a Loom recording or this and that. And it has given me like step by steps, which has really helped a lot. But there is still something about, I believe in vibrational frequencies and, your willingness to do things. So honestly, like, after I scraped the data, which I did get to 20, which I am wanting to kind of get a little bit more than that. But that's obviously just an excuse as well that I'm using to not do it. Because the thing is, yes, I am putting it off. I haven't even scrolled Twitter X in a very long time, which is another one of my vices. YouTube and X really gets me more than any other social media platforms. And you know, like I just scrolled that for a few hours, which is usually like my signal to myself that like I don't want to do something, or at least I'm scared to do something, or I'm putting it off. So yeah, I at least just want to give you that real talk of just like, yes, sometimes I do put off things, and you know, I'll take actions on certain things. And I think that is also why I'm really making this video, because the goal is really to go from, like I said, we're at about 100 grand right now, and so going from low six figures, basically starting out like baby six figures, to my goal is to get to around $300,000 in annual recurring revenue. But honestly, as of right now, I honestly just want to get to like double what our current revenue is within the next few months. And so I want to record this video for those who think that, you know, I don't want like the channels that you're watching to where it's like, oh, I earned $30,000 in my first month, or even $10,000 in my first month, or you know, and each part of it comes down to belief in yourself. I mean, my first month, I did manage to land 2 clients at over $2,000 a month, and so I know I'm super capable of it. And I did lose the confidence, I think, and I started landing more lower to mid-tier clients, and so now I'm having to kind of break that mindset as well. But I think I also want you guys to know that there are more paths to this lifestyle than someone who just brags that they did it in 1 month or 2 months or 3 months or even a year. This has been honestly like not the easiest road, because I wanted to have a mentor, but I just couldn't find one, and that's why now I'm using AI to do it. I've invested a lot, especially in sales, in other people, and that also has not worked out. Like I've spent so much money trying to grow this company. I've reinvested and reinvested, and some of the investments have worked incredibly amazing and they've paid off, but some investments, yeah, it's like throwing money out the window. So yeah, I guess like a big part of what I would say is definitely get mentors. I know even how I got here, it was following, you know, like everybody else's footsteps. But I think what I want you guys to just realize also is like, I want this to almost be like a diary for me as well, but I wanted to help you realize that there's just so many ways to get to where you want to go. And I will still say that I am living one of the best lives out there because I make it so. Like, making the decision to start traveling the world, to do things, the uncomfortable things, taking risks, and being wrong, it's all part of it that like nobody really talks about. And so yeah, I hope that, like I said, even if it's just one person who's watching this, I hope that it's helping you. But yeah, I'm gonna have to start on the sales and marketing process soon, so you'll see that. I'll show you the outreach. I'm also looking at maybe hiring more people. It's just we've just really invested so much in the business right now that, and you know, you have to realize that the figures that I'm giving you is recurring revenue. It is not profit. And so, you know, you really have to look at where your money is going, and where you want to reinvest, and then having your team be efficient. And so I guess I just want it to be a record of all of the things that, you know, when people say, oh, like I failed at this and I failed at that, and I can kind of just like take you through that journey with me, because yeah, it isn't always easy. And I definitely want you to take you on that. And I'm crying, but honestly, like, I think this is the best place that the business has ever been. I think that I can recreate everything that I've done so far, that I'm never even really worried. Like, let's say like tomorrow I lose all my clients, like I wouldn't worry at all. I know I could get it back. I know that I've learned a lot. I just need to jump from that quantum field, and really rely on my faith too. But I hope that this helps. I'm gonna stitch this with the other video, or let's see, I think this is actually a bit long. Yeah, I hope it helps you.